The New York Yankees are entering a defining moment in their season, one that could shape their entire trajectory heading into the postseason. After a dominant sweep against the Tampa Bay Rays, a series that showcased both the strengths and vulnerabilities of this team, the Yankees are now gearing up for a showdown that fans circle on their calendars every year: the fierce rivalry against the Boston Red Sox. This is not just any series. It is a crucible where momentum, confidence, and execution all collide, and where every pitch, every swing, and every defensive play carries the weight of a season's aspirations. Walking into this matchup, the Yankees are riding a wave of momentum, a winning streak that has seen them rise steadily in the standings, clawing their way into a position that allows them to think seriously about both the division and the wild card. But momentum alone does not win games. The challenges they face against Boston are multifaceted, combining tactical pitching matchups, offensive consistency, and the ever-present psychological battle of one of baseball's oldest rivalries. Looking at the series against the Rays, it was a roller coaster of emotions that highlighted exactly what this Yankees team is capable of when everything clicks, and what can go wrong when the slightest lapse occurs. In the first game of the series, we saw a pitcher flirting with perfection, a performance that reminded everyone why starting pitching is the backbone of a championship-caliber team. Yet, alongside moments of brilliance came moments of tension, especially in the late innings, when a bullpen misstep nearly erased the lead the starters had built. That duality, the capacity for both dominance and vulnerability, is emblematic of the Yankees this season. And it is precisely this duality that makes the upcoming series against Boston so critical. They cannot afford to rely solely on the flashes of brilliance that have carried them this far. They must demonstrate consistency, poise, and execution across all facets of the game. Stepping into the Red Sox series, the pitching matchups immediately catch the eye. On Thursday night, the Yankees will send Luis Gil to the mound against Lucas Giolito, a matchup that combines youth, talent, and the unpredictability that makes every game a chess match between managers. Giolito's approach, relying on command and deception, will test Gil's ability to maintain focus and composure, especially after a hard-fought series in Tampa that taxed both his stamina and that of the bullpen. The Yankees, coming off a whirlwind set of games, must find a way to leverage their depth and manage the energy of their roster. Friday brings a different challenge, as Max Fried takes on Brian Bello. Fried, whose performance has been inconsistent since the All-Star break, faces the pressure of proving that he can be a stabilizing force in crucial games. Every pitch he throws in this matchup carries amplified significance, not just for the game at hand, but for the psychological edge the Yankees hope to maintain over the Red Sox. Saturday and Sunday continue the narrative with Will Warren and Garrett Crochet on Saturday, and Carlos Rodon versus Dustin May on Sunday, creating a complex web of opportunities and challenges that the Yankees must navigate to secure victories in this pivotal four-game series. Historically, the Yankees have struggled against Boston this season, a fact that adds both motivation and urgency. The record shows 1 win for New York and 5 for the Red Sox, a statistic that underscores the challenge ahead. But history, while informative, does not dictate the outcome. The Yankees are at home for this series, and home field advantage offers more than comfort. It provides an energized crowd, a familiar environment, and the subtle psychological boost that comes from playing on a field where every inch is well known to the team. For players like Aaron Judge, who are adjusting back to the rhythm of the season, and Giancarlo Stanton, whose recent performances have been nothing short of electrifying, the support of the home crowd can translate into critical runs, timely home runs, and defensive plays that tip the balance in close games. Stanton, in particular, has emerged as a force, providing both offensive firepower and defensive support, stepping into a role that requires leadership and production. His recent streak of home runs and runs batted in has been a key factor in the Yankees' winning momentum, and as they prepare for Boston, his presence looms large in the equation. The Yankees' offensive approach will be equally pivotal. Against Tampa Bay, we saw clutch hitting that kept the team ahead, moments where individual talent meshed with situational awareness to produce game-changing plays. Those moments will need to be replicated and even amplified against Boston, where pitching tends to be sharper, mistakes are punished, and the margin for error is slim. The Yankees lineup, built around both power and consistency, must adapt to the strategies Boston employs, from pitch sequencing to defensive alignment. Players must maintain discipline at the plate, recognize patterns in opposing pitchers, and execute situational hitting that maximizes scoring opportunities. At the same time, the team cannot rely solely on individual heroics. Depth, bench contributions, and strategic substitutions will play an increasingly important role as fatigue sets in over a long, intense series. Every at-bat and every defensive inning becomes a piece of a larger strategic puzzle, one that could determine whether the Yankees come out of this series in control of the division race or facing a setback that forces them into a precarious position. The Red Sox themselves are not a team to be underestimated. Positioned close to the Yankees in the standings and eager to assert their dominance in a season that has seen its own share of ups and downs, Boston brings a mix of pitching talent and offensive capability that requires respect and careful planning. They are a team that thrives on intensity and rivalry, and their motivation is as much about pride and history as it is about playoff positioning. This means the Yankees must not only prepare tactically, but also mentally, understanding that each game is a psychological battle as much as it is a physical one. The ability to stay composed under pressure, to respond to adversity without panic, and to capitalize on opportunities as they arise will be critical for New York in navigating the four-game stretch. Success in this series is not just about wins. It is about setting the tone for the final stretch of the season, signaling to the league that the Yankees are a force to be reckoned with, and positioning themselves favorably for both the division title and playoff contention. Defensively, the Yankees have shown adaptability and resilience, but the Red Sox will test this further. Outfield alignments, infield shifts, and bullpen management will all be areas under scrutiny, particularly as Boston attempts to exploit any weaknesses. For the Yankees, minimizing errors, executing clean plays, and maintaining communication across the field are non-negotiable components of their strategy. Meanwhile, the bullpen, which has shown both brilliance and vulnerability in recent games, will face high-pressure situations that could swing momentum dramatically. The ability of relievers to maintain composure, execute pitches with precision, and support starters will be under the microscope, making bullpen management a key factor in the outcome of each game. As the Yankees step onto their home field, the energy is palpable, electric with anticipation, and every fan knows that this is more than just another series. It is a proving ground, a place where seasons are remembered, not just for the wins or losses, but for how a team rises to the occasion. The importance of individual performances cannot be overstated. Giancarlo Stanton, for example, has been nothing short of phenomenal in recent games. His timing at the plate, his power, and his ability to deliver in high-pressure situations have transformed him into a linchpin for the Yankees' offense. Stanton has not only provided home runs and runs batted in at critical moments, but he's also taken on a subtle leadership role, guiding younger players and helping stabilize the lineup, particularly in situations where tension is high and every pitch matters. His presence allows other players, such as Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Torres, to focus on their strengths, knowing that Stanton can alter the course of a game in a single swing. But as dominant as the Yankees' offense has been, it is the interplay between pitching and hitting that often dictates outcomes in these high-stakes series. Luis Gil, Max Fried, and the rest of the rotation must find the delicate balance between aggressiveness and control. Gil's challenge is to manage both his own stamina and the usage of the bullpen, ensuring that arms are fresh for pivotal innings. Fried, on the other hand, has been inconsistent this season, and the Red Sox, with their disciplined approach at the plate, will exploit any lapses in command. Every fastball, slider, and changeup carries significance, as Boston's hitters are patient, intelligent, and capable of turning even a slight mistake into a momentum-shifting play. Saturday and Sunday's pitching matchups, with Will Warren facing Garrett Crochet and Carlos Rodon going up against Dustin May, add layers of complexity, as the Yankees must navigate the mix of established stars and emerging talents while maintaining both focus and adaptability across 4 consecutive games. Defensively, The Yankees have been putting in work behind the scenes, and this series will truly test their cohesion and communication. The alignment of the infield, shifts based on batter tendencies, and strategic positioning of the outfield will all play a role in limiting Boston's scoring opportunities. Defensive execution is often overshadowed by offensive highlights, but in a series of this magnitude, every catch, every relay throw, and every tag has the potential to become the defining moment of the game. Players must anticipate, react, and coordinate seamlessly, because one misstep can erase the hard work of multiple innings and swing the psychological edge toward the opposition. With the crowd in full support, the Yankees will hope to capitalize on both energy and familiarity with their home stadium to perform at the highest level. The rivalry aspect cannot be understated either. The Yankees and Red Sox have a history that transcends the standings, the statistics, and even the individual performances. When these two teams face off, the intensity multiplies, and the mental game becomes as important as physical execution. Fans, media, and players alike feel the weight of legacy, which adds both pressure and motivation. The Yankees, coming off a winning streak and buoyed by momentum, have an opportunity not only to gain crucial games in the standings, but also to send a message about their resilience, capability, and focus under pressure. Every inning becomes a statement, and every at-bat carries both historical and immediate significance. Analyzing the offensive trends of the Yankees reveals several key components that could decide this series. Clutch hitting, particularly in late innings, has been a hallmark of the recent streak. The ability to come through when the team is trailing by a run or facing runners in scoring position demonstrates both skill and mental toughness. Players have shown remarkable patience at the plate, waiting for the right pitch and capitalizing when opportunities arise. This is where hitters like Aaron Judge and Stanton shine, not just in raw power, but in timing, pitch selection, and situational awareness. The lineup as a whole must maintain this level of engagement, understanding the importance of sequencing, avoiding unnecessary outs, and creating scoring opportunities even when facing Boston's top-tier pitchers. Turning attention to Boston, their approach is methodical and calculated. They are aware of the Yankees' tendencies and have likely spent significant time analyzing both the strengths and weaknesses of New York's lineup. Pitching adjustments, defensive shifts, and strategic substitutions are all part of their plan to disrupt the rhythm of the Yankees' offense. Boston's hitters are disciplined, often drawing walks and forcing pitchers to execute with precision. Against the Yankees' bullpen that has shown both brilliance and vulnerability, the Red Sox will test every inning, exploiting any cracks that appear under pressure. For New York, this means that focus, mental resilience, and in-game adjustments will be critical in neutralizing Boston's attempts to seize momentum. Bullpen management will be another defining factor in the series. Relievers who can enter high-pressure situations and execute consistently provide a buffer for the starters, but any lapse can be immediately costly. The Yankees coaching staff must make careful decisions about matchups, ensuring that pitchers are used efficiently while maintaining effectiveness over multiple games. Close games will demand strategic thinking, as one blown save or untimely walk could turn a potential victory into a crushing loss. The interplay between starter and reliever performance, combined with defensive execution, forms the backbone of any successful strategy in a series of this intensity. Beyond individual matchups, the psychological element is paramount. Momentum, confidence, and belief in the team's collective ability can influence outcomes as much as technical execution. The Yankees, riding an 8-2 record over their last 10 games and a 5-game winning streak, are entering this series with a surge of confidence. This energy must be harnessed, maintained, and translated into consistent performance on the field. Conversely, Boston will be seeking to disrupt that rhythm, using both tactical plays and the natural tension of rivalry to challenge New York's composure. Maintaining focus, managing pressure, and responding to adversity without overreaction will be crucial skills for the Yankees as they navigate each game in this 4-game stretch. Finally, fan engagement and atmosphere play a role in shaping performance. The home crowd, fully aware of the significance of this series, provides energy that can inspire exceptional plays, sustain intensity, and amplify the stakes of every moment. The synergy between players and fans is a subtle but powerful factor, especially in a series where every game carries the weight of both rivalry and postseason implications. For the Yankees, channeling this energy into focused, disciplined execution is essential to converting potential into results and solidifying their position in the division and playoff standings. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Whispers from the baseball world have erupted into a frenzy as the New York Yankees reportedly secured SHOHEI OHTANI in what insiders are calling a historic trade with the Los Angeles Dodgers, sending shockwaves through Major League Baseball. Sources close to the negotiations suggest that the deal, while still unofficial, is shaping up to redefine the modern landscape of the sport, with Yankees executives reportedly pulling out all the stops to lure the two-way superstar to the Bronx. Fans and analysts alike are speculating endlessly about the exact terms of the trade, hinting that the Dodgers demanded an unprecedented combination of top-tier prospects, international signing slots, and potentially even a player or two from New York's crowded roster of stars. This rumored blockbuster has been described by insiders as the trade of the decade, not just for its immediate impact on both rosters, but for its potential to reshape competitive dynamics across the league. Social media has exploded with anticipation, as fans debate everything from Ohtani's fit into the Yankees' pitching rotation to how he could transform their lineup with his unparalleled offensive versatility. Analysts are poring over speculative lineups, imagining Ohtani batting in the heart of the Yankees order while also taking the mound in critical playoff games, creating a buzz that feels almost tangible in the sports world. The implications of this trade, should it come to fruition, are staggering, particularly in how it could alter the Yankees' approach to constructing a championship-caliber roster. Ohtani's rare ability to dominate both as a pitcher and hitter gives New York a flexibility that few teams in history have enjoyed, igniting conversations among commentators about the strategic possibilities this acquisition opens. Rumors suggest that Yankees management has been meticulously planning for a seismic move like this for months, eyeing Ohtani not just as a talent acquisition, but as a transformative figure who can invigorate the fan base and provide a cornerstone for the franchise's ambitions for the next decade. Meanwhile, Dodgers insiders have reportedly been weighing the trade carefully, recognizing the potential backlash from parting with a player who has become a cultural icon, yet acknowledging the value of the package coming in return. The baseball community is buzzing with speculation about how the Yankees will integrate Ohtani's unique skill set into their already potent roster, with theories ranging from adjusting the designated hitter rotation to creatively managing his innings to maximize both his pitching and hitting output. Every conversation about this potential trade seems to spiral into more questions than answers, as media outlets speculate on the domino effect it could have across free agency, minor league promotions, and even the balance of power in the American League. Even casual fans have become caught up in the whirlwind of this rumored trade, with social media platforms flooding with discussions, mock lineups, and endless debates about Ohtani's impact on Yankees history. Analysts are dissecting his potential role in the postseason, with some suggesting he could be the missing piece that finally converts the Yankees' immense talent into a dynasty capable of dominating the league in every facet. Rumors indicate that internal Yankees meetings have reportedly focused on ensuring harmony within a roster already brimming with star power, balancing personalities, and managing expectations while introducing one of the most marketable athletes in the sport's history. The Dodgers' locker room, meanwhile, is said to be a hotbed of speculation, with teammates rumored to be both supportive of Ohtani's next step and disappointed at the prospect of losing such a transcendent talent. Trade pundits are scrambling to compare this potential blockbuster with other monumental deals in MLB history, weighing the scale and significance in terms of both talent exchanged and historical impact. Fans are sharing predictions about ticket sales surges, jersey sales, and the inevitable media circus surrounding Ohtani's arrival in New York, fueling the rumor mill further. It's a narrative that feels almost cinematic, with each new leak or tip adding fuel to an already burning frenzy, leaving baseball aficionados on the edge of their seats as speculation reaches fever pitch. If the trade does solidify, it could redefine the Yankees' identity, blending a storied past with the potential of unprecedented future dominance. Rumors suggest executives are already considering marketing campaigns that position OHTANI as the face of a reinvigorated franchise, creating a synergy between the team's rich legacy and the modern excitement surrounding a dual-threat superstar. The potential on-field strategies alone are causing an uproar among analysts, with whispered discussions about lineup optimization, rotation adjustments, and the impact on player development pipelines dominating sports talk. Dodgers management, according to sources, is evaluating the long-term ramifications of losing OHTANI while simultaneously rejoicing in the influx of elite prospects, potentially heralding a rebuild that could redefine their competitive window. Every rumor and leak fuels another layer of speculation, with social media debates often turning into heated arguments over OHTANI's ideal utilization, Yankees' payroll flexibility, and the overall influence on MLB parity. The intensity of this chatter underscores the broader cultural significance of the trade, as OHTANI's appeal extends far beyond mere performance metrics. His presence is a marketing boon, a storytelling goldmine, and a symbol of baseball's evolving global appeal. The more information leaks out, the more the narrative spirals, with fans, analysts, and casual observers alike eagerly dissecting every potential outcome, each new detail adding weight to the notion that this could be a transformative moment in professional baseball history. As the rumor mill spins ever faster, anticipation for a formal announcement is nearly unbearable, with sports networks reportedly preparing special coverage and analysts lined up to debate the trade's intricacies for hours. Fans are already imagining the visual spectacle of OHTANI donning pinstripes, stepping to the plate in Yankee Stadium, and taking the mound in front of a raucous crowd that has been starved for such a historic signing. Speculation includes not only on-field implications, but also potential ripple effects across MLB salaries, future free agent decisions, and international attention on the league. The Dodgers front office, sources say, is simultaneously celebrated and lamenting, as the return package reportedly includes a wealth of young talent that could secure their future while leaving a void in their present. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.